Hi, we're here in Edison, Washington to take a little tour through an exhibit called Birdsong by Elizabeth Sandvig. This is a sonogram of a particular wren. I can't tell you what kind right now, but her paintings and most of the work. We just stepped inside IE Gallery so we can take a quick overview of Elizabeth Sandvig exhibit called Birdsong. We're moving quickly, but we'll slow down and look at each individual piece here in a minute. And I'm going to focus on this piece here for a moment as I read to you the description of what a sonogram is. Hearing sounds is a fleeting experience, an experience that lasts only from moment to moment. Even when recorded and listened to, part of the sound lasts for only up to an instant. A sonogram is a picture of a sound frozen in time. It shows how the sound's pitch or frequency and loudness change with time. Sonograms allow us to examine sounds at our own leisure rather than fleetingly, and so sonograms can help to improve our listening skills and greatly enhance our listening pleasure. That was a sonogram of a wren. Here we have the blue grosbeck and sound. This is lino cut and gorgeous colors. I'm going to wiggle and set this paper down for a minute. Elizabeth's work is really influenced, I think, in part by her teenage years, maybe preteen years as well, where she lived in Mexico City for middle school and part of high school. This is this one has a different, it's not a sonogram, it's the Thai language. And Elizabeth asked somebody who spoke Thai, what does a chicken sound like? And they wrote this out for her, and so this is The Sky is Falling in Thailand, is what this is called. Then we get back to the sonogram of the wren and the blue grosbeck. This is a gorgeous green. This is a sonogram of a robin song. These markings are so beautiful. They do look to me like some kind of hieroglyphic or music chart. This is Song of the Winter Wren. Again, just clear, beautiful color, that yellow, and you can see the soft, the light imprints. So when Elizabeth makes these, she basically has to do it in reverse. She looks at the sonogram and then creates a pattern, but in reverse of that, so that when it's printed, it will show out, of course, turn out the right way for our reading of it. And I'm going to have to check with her. I don't know what the script going down the side is, if it's Arabic or exactly what it is. This is called Cuckoo Cuckoo Paloma. Here we have Flock Together. This is an oil painting, oil on canvas. There is no script or sonogram in this, but it's a beautiful, kind of almost ecstatic, I feel like, painting done in 1999, and it's 76 by 60 inches. There's so much motion in the way these birds take flight. Then we're going to move on to these wonderful ceramic plates. Elizabeth did these in collaboration with Dick Weiss, who's a glass artist. This is Heron. And it has some really great script written by Dick. Today is Friday, it's 2 p.m., and I'm starting to run out of steam. So it's almost like the writing on it is almost like diary, journalistic kind of writing, journal-like writing. It's a really nice collaboration. The parrots, Dick has written around the exterior and has also sometimes made patterned dots and squiggles. And Elizabeth does, of course, the paintings, you recognize that. And then we have the owls. Lots of personality there. These they're made with a hanger on the back, but they can also be used as a flat plate on a table. Then we go from there to another canvas. A little bit smaller than the first one. The blue is beautifully rendered with moving into different shades of blues and different shapes. This is called the Blue Trogans, and it is 70 by 50 inches. I think, let me check the date, 2010, so fairly close together on these dates for paintings, about 10 years actually. Elizabeth Sandvig has been considered one of our top Northwest painters for many years, artists, I should say. She's so creative, she's so experimental, and she's been a wonderful part of the art community for a long time. And this one we see, we're back to the monoprints. This is including the measurement of time so that you can see the timing in these bird sounds. This is called River Sounds Kingfisher sonogram. And this is one of the earlier ones. This is 1999. And the next one that we go to is also an earlier one. And those are the only two that I've seen that she was using the grid on. Eventually, I think that became dismissed or not thought as being part of the piece as much. Got another beautiful ceramic plate. This is just called Birds. A wonderful script on here. Now it is noon, and I'm getting hungry for lunch. 2002. So that's Dick Weiss with the dots right here and the writing, and there's a lot of script on the back of these plates as well. Here's that other earlier monoprint with the numbers for the grid, the timing of the sounds. Kind of so much like a musical chart. We've had musicians come in and they just love seeing these. That one was called The Song of the Heron. Let's step over to this group of three by the window so we'll have a little reflection. This is Bewick's wren singing. It's got more of an Asian feel to it with the collage of the rice paper. Really nicely painted, like almost calligraphic. And the red going over from the markings, continuing onto the two different papers. This is a Blue Jay song. A little bit of reflection. There's the sonogram. I'm just noticing that the beautiful acid yellow kind of that repeats that feeling of the sonogram. And this piece at the very end is called Birdsongs. This also is pretty early. No, it's not. It's 2002. Well, it's a while ago, isn't it? 20 years ago or more. It transitions from the lovely yellow into this green. And we're in the reflection zone. So we're going to move to the two pieces that hang on the panels here. This is Birdsong, probably the most heavily painted monoprint or layered. And I'm sorry, I can't tell you what the markings indicate, but they are probably a little bit from another language. And then we're going to end up at the sound of the woodcock. So this is a gorgeous exhibit. I recommend getting in to see it. Will be open through this month of June 2023. Elizabeth will give a talk here next Saturday on the 17th. That should be delightful. She spent a lot of time researching and just beginning to understand about sonograms and studying them. So we're looking forward to that. And we also have a companion exhibit going on at the same time down in Seattle at Sequoia Studios in the Panama Hotel. And you would contact Spike Mafford to go see that, and I will give you the information at the end of this video. And we had to put one of Elizabeth's older ceramics here, just to show there's a little cat around peeking out, looking for his opportunity. Thank you very much. We hope you get in to see the show.